On in! Cheers! Cheers, guys! Let's sing for him! Yay! Oh my god!
Good morning, everyone. So it is now the first day of 2018. It is January 1st and it is Monday today. So heading off to project. We didn't really do too much last night. We stayed in and we had some celebrations and had dinner, and then we started to get really tired and we ended up not going out, so we were in bed by like 11 p.m. so that's quite funny. We didn't even make it to midnight. We could have stayed up, but everyone was just kind of like on a lull from doing the projects and everything. We realized that because both the weekends that we've had off, we've gone to like the Cara or Chipline. We haven't really had time to like relax and just sit at home and do nothing. So we're actually quite exhausted now by the end of week 2, beginning of week 3. So yeah, so I finished my project on Thursday, and then I have Friday and Saturday off as the weekend. But the kids have their sports day performance at the childcare from 11 till 1, so the teachers really want me to go to that, so I might come in and just watch it. And then I'm here for Sunday and then Monday during the day, and then I fly out Monday night, so I need to go to the airport by like 3. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. What a beautiful view today. Even though it's freezing, we have beautiful clear skies. Hey guys, I'm just in my room filming because there's people upstairs. So today is Wednesday the 3rd of January and tomorrow is our last day at the project. It's gone so fast. So basically our team, the IDEX team, gives us Fridays and Saturdays off as weekends, so we work Sunday till Thursday, and so tomorrow's Thursday, so it's our last day at the project, and then we have Friday and Saturday like off, and then I booked just to not leave until Monday like afternoon, evening, so I have like all of Sunday and then the morning of Monday as well. So I'm definitely planning to do some more exploring. I'll probably go to Tunnel and have a proper look around there in the daylight, because we only went there once at nighttime, and definitely explore the city of Kathmandu a bit more before I leave. I can't believe how quickly it's come and gone. Like, tomorrow is the last day of the project. It just doesn't feel real. I've definitely enjoyed my time. It has been challenging, mainly because I thought that we would have a bit more responsibility with what we were doing, but I think that is just this project. That's not representative of all the projects that IDEX offers. Yeah, so definitely, and I think as well it's been affected by the kids having sports week this week, so they're basically just not doing academic classes and they're spending their whole time playing sports games outside, so that's why there's been less of us to do, because we basically just supervise the kids and look after the kids that aren't playing the game at the moment. But at the same time, the whole experience has been really positive in that it has enabled me to learn that different cultures really do have different norms, and like what is normal for them. Like feeding at the childcare is so different to Western schools. Yeah, it's gone really fast. Kind of missing home. So I'll check in with you guys maybe tomorrow afternoon and let you guys know what the plan is for how I'm going to spend the last 3 or 4 days in Kathmandu exploring. So check in soon.
Hi
Hi everyone! So it's the last project day today. It's quite sad, it's gone so fast. I guess like the first week wasn't really at the project, so we've been 2 weeks at the project and it has gone really quickly. So it's sad to be at the last day now. So today the kids will just be practicing again for their sports week, which is on Saturday. So again we'll just be like watching the kids practice and helping them dance and rehearse for that. And yeah, I'll film a little bit today of what we're doing because the dances are really coming together now, so it's really cute. So I'll put a bit of footage in here of what they're doing and how it's all come together. Pictures that we coloured all hung up in the window, looking very good. Dance! Hello, cutie. No. Hello, cutie. Cuddles. Hello. Oh, squishy. Squishy. Oh, cuddles. Big cuddles. Hello. Do heads and shoulders. Ready? Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Their nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Good morning everyone. So it's Friday morning now. I'm sorry that I didn't get to vlog yesterday afternoon after we finished our last day, but it was so cute. We took lots of photos of the kids and we gave them some presents of like colouring pencils and these books that you can do like simple maths in. So I hope they really enjoy that. So definitely a positive experience that I'll be taking away. So today the plan is, if I can lean back here, today the plan is to have some breakfast and then we're going to go to Tamil, which is the tourist region, just like a half-an-hour drive away from Kathmandu city. So we're going to go and walk around and there's lots of like little shops that you can buy souvenirs and stuff from, and then we're gonna go out for lunch. We're gonna go to there's a museum in like an old palace that people used to live in, like a king used to live in this palace, and there's like now a museum attached to it or something, and apparently it's really good, so we're gonna go to that. And then us girls are going to go get some piercings. Nothing crazy, I'm just going to get my tragus done. So yeah, there's a few of us who are going to get some piercings, and then we're going to go out for lunch, and yeah, it should be really fun. I'll definitely film it for you guys so that you can see what Tamel looks like. Still, like, have not completely got rid of my cold. This is probably a good time actually to talk about sickness in Nepal. So obviously this is a volunteer house. We have lots of people coming from all over the world to stay in this house while they're volunteering through IDEX. And what we've noticed is that almost everyone gets sick at the 2-week point. Don't know whether it's the food, don't know whether it's the water, don't know whether it's the environment, but it seems that if you're from a Western country, the majority of people will get sick at the 2-week mark, and the sicknesses can range from vomiting to head cold, which is what I had. And we had one girl have a tropical ear infection. So that is definitely something to keep in mind if you are planning to come to Nepal. One of the girls who came from Australia and was staying in my room, so I was quite close with her, she did not get sick, and she 100% puts it down to the fact that she started taking probiotics before she came to Nepal. So 100% if you're coming to Nepal, probiotics would be the way to go. We've been taking Barocca as well, because that's actually a multivitamin. So yeah, that's just something I wanted to say, because so many people have gotten sick that I think it would be silly to not expect you will get sick here. I guess I also wanted to talk about the cost. I'll do a little bit of a review now, I guess, on Global Work and Travel. So Global Work and Travel is the company that I booked through to come here. So they have representatives in Australia that you work with that book with IDEX or similar companies in the country that you want to go to. And you pay them the fee, and then they like pay IDEX and they book it through IDEX for you. It was October 2016. I started thinking I wanted to do some volunteering, and I just started Googling like volunteering companies, and I looked at a few and I found Global Work and Travel as one. Now they didn't have any prices on their website. So I obviously just submitted an inquiry form just to find out like what it would cost, blah, blah, blah. I also had a look at their website that looked at, it was a chart of like a breakdown about where their fees go. And I had a look at how much of their fees go to wages, and it was only something like 25% or something. It wasn't a huge amount. It wasn't like it was 50% or 75% of their money was going to pay the wages of Global Work and Travel people rather than going back into the community. So I got a call from the company, one of the representatives, and she told me the price for 3 weeks or whatever, and it sounded reasonable to me. It sounded reasonable because I had been on a trip before to Vietnam for 3 weeks with Antipodeans, and it had cost me $7,000. That was including the flight, so $5,000 roughly for 3 weeks with Antipodeans, which is ridiculous because that was to Vietnam, a third world country. So the price for Global Work and Travel, I don't remember the exact price. It was either $2,200 or $2,400. So both of them, I was like, yep, that sounds good. That sounds a lot cheaper than what Antipodeans was. And I guess I was a little bit naive because I didn't continue to explore other companies. They kind of sold it to me on the phone. Their marketing is very good in that she was really upselling me on the phone the project about, you could be doing this thing and this thing and this thing. And I'm like, yep, that sounds really good. And so I guess I was just like caught up in the moment and was like, yeah, that sounds really good. I want to book that. And they were very pushy with paying immediately. So initially she's like, yep, so it costs $2,200, let's say. I'm pretty sure that was the price. $2,200, you have to pay it all up front. And I was like, oh, I don't actually want to pay that all at the moment. Can I split it? And she's like, oh, let me just check. You might be able to pay it in two. Let me just talk to my supervisor. And then I was put on hold for a few minutes, and she came back and she said, yep, we should be able to split it up into like 2 payments. It was a large sum of money at once, basically, and she made it sound like this was doing me a favor in that she had split up the payments. Now, I paid the first payment, and not even 2 weeks later, I had an email asking me for the second payment. So they were very, very pushy. Now keep in mind, it was October 2016 and I had told them I didn't want to go until December 2017. So this was a year away and they wanted the payments immediately. I got told, actually, that if I had referred someone to Global Work and Travel that I would get like $500 off my trip price. Now I did actually refer someone to Global Work and Travel and they did book it. And I did tell them to mention my name, so I don't know for certain if they actually did or not, but I never saw that $500 come off my trip price. So they promise these things, but they don't actually follow through. So everything was fine. Like I must admit, they really, really try to keep in contact with you and make sure that you're still happy with everything and still wanting to go through with it. I had someone who called me who would be like my travel concierge who was able to book flights or travel insurance for me if I wanted to. I didn't go through with that because it was actually cheaper for me to do it myself. And I really enjoyed that they kept checking in and they seemed very, very organized, and I basically didn't have to worry about anything except booking my flights. Cutting to the next part of the story, one of the girls here, something happened. She couldn't do something that she had planned and she asked to stay another 2 weeks here. And she asked IDEX how much would it cost for me to stay another 2 weeks volunteering. And they quoted her 540 Australian dollars for 2 weeks. Now I know for certain that we did have the 2 weekend trips, so Pokhara and Chitwan, and they have on the board downstairs how much they cost, and it was like $120 for Pokhara, which I think was like 150 Australian dollars, and then Chitwan I think was like $100, so that's like 130 Australian dollars. So if you minus those two from 2,200, you get $1,910. Now that's the price then for volunteering for 3 weeks. Plus all the booking fees and stuff from Global Work and Travel, you know, paying their wages, whatever. So if you just average that $1,910 divided by 3 weeks, it's over $600 a week. Now that's compared to the $220 that IDEX quotes just for them. So 2/3 basically of what you're paying goes to Global Work and Travel, which is not what their kind of graphs indicated on their website when they said 25%. It's closer to 2/3, and that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money that you're giving to a third-party company who isn't really doing anything except for booking your trip for you and checking in with you every couple of months to see that you're okay with your trip. Which, while nice, you know, doesn't really involve much effort. They were like a 5-minute phone call. I guess I just wanted to put this out there because they do try and encourage you to speak positively about them. They give you incentives that if you post lots of photos with their tag and you do a short video that they can post on their website, that they'll give you all these like money vouchers and like Bluetooth speakers and stuff like that. They really try and incentive you to speak about them positively. But after being here and you know, like I was okay with them until I realized just how much money they are taking, and that they kind of like lied on their website when they said that they take a lot less than they actually do. Sorry for like being a Debbie Downer in the beginning of this video, but you know, it's important to put things out there for you guys because obviously you guys are interested in traveling as well. So you know, that's you know, you got to be aware of these things when you're traveling. So yeah, okay, let's have some breakfast because I'm really hungry now, and I'll film when we're heading off to Tamil.
Hey Emma,
Take it. It's weird. He's weird. It's so colourful here. I love it.
yeah, I love it. So different to teacher party.
Yeah. Ah, cheese. They are cute.
Oh my god, that one looks so cute.
That one looks really cute. Pumpkin nickel.
Sure. There's a garden out back that's
What you got? Cinnamon scrolls. Oh, yes, girl. Look, how is it, girl? Wait.
fucking hot.
Cheers. Oh, it's a video, honey. Does it taste good though?
I mean, yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Can you zoom into my face? It's good.
This cake looks good though. This is is it the Black Forest?
Built it. The mocha cake.
Oh, the mocha cake. The Black Forest cake looked really good.
I love you asking what
What'd you get,
mocha
lassi?
was.
Yeah.
But you ordered a mocha cake.
I already ate. No, I better.
Othello.
Clap.
To find some jeans, so I'm gonna come and look at the markets and find some cute little cheap souvenirs. Everyone, so we're back home now. We ended up deciding that we were really hungry, so we went for lunch straight away instead of going to the Palace Museum. And then by the time we finished lunch, the museum was shut. So we decided to head back to Chutchapati to try and go to the movie theatres, and there was so much traffic that we actually missed. It took like an hour and a bit to travel, what's normally 20 minutes, so we actually missed one of the movies that we wanted to see, and then we just decided to just go tomorrow instead. So we're just going to chill in the lounge room, and we're going to have like a little bit of a sleepover down here because it's a lot warmer than upstairs. How's it taste, Katie?
So great.
Yeah, don't have it. You gotta
Leave it for 5 minutes. Why'd you let me drink it?
What is it called?
What?
What's the drink called?
But I don't know how to say.
Say it in Nepali.
Nepali is tumba.
Tumba. I've seen someone drink it before. It's like the actual like, what is it, malt or whatever is in the bottom, and it's just hot water and it like turns into beer. Yay!
Wow.
Yay! So put the stick up with it. Lol.
It's really big. Don't do all of them. Don't do all of them. No, it's big. Any idea how big these are? Oh my God, do it.
They're not that bad.
They're big.
Woohoo! Yay! It's fine. We have these in Australia as well. Yay!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 1
Yay!
rice.
I thought it was rice pudding.
Rice.
She said it wasn't rice pudding. It's something
Oh,
different.
that's just rice.
Oh, it's just rice.
Laat like it. Is he gonna get the cupping again?
Only one blessing. Good morning, everyone. So today is Sunday, the 7th. So this is like my last full day here in Kathmandu, which is quite unbelievable. It's gone so quickly the last week. So it's about 11:30. I thought maybe to go back into Nepal today to do some of more of the sightseeing things that we didn't get a chance to the other day, like Monkey Temple and Palace Museum and that, but Rafa is still asleep, so I've decided to change my plans and I'm going to go to look for a bookstore, because Rafa bought this really cool book that I want to buy. It's like one that I think you can only really get in Nepal, or it's like so much cheaper here, because it's like about a volunteer's experience in Nepal. So yeah, I want to go kind of find that and have a look at some other books. Come to the movie theaters, which is in the big tower. So let's go walk around. Hi, Rafa.
Hi.
We're gonna
Excited to watch the movie.
We're gonna go see Jumanji. I don't know if I can carry everything.
Yeah.
Instead of butter popcorn, it's like masala popcorn. Okay. Cube 2. Guys, it's the last day. Excuse what my hair and everything looks like. I've just come out of bed. I can't believe it's the last day. Like, me and Rafa are planning to do things today that we said that we were going to be doing for the past like 3 days. So we're going to go to Tamil and do Monkey Temple, and the crematorium and the Palace Museum. So that'll be really fun, and that'll take me right up until when I need to leave. So I need to make sure everything gets packed before I head out to Tamil. Yesterday, oh my god, the bookstore. Trying to find a bookstore. We went to 2 different places after we had the first experience of going and the bookstore didn't exist. So we found another 2 bookstores on Google Maps, and both of them were just like textbook stores. So none of them actually sold fictional books. So that was a dud. So we're gonna go back to the bookstore in Tamil today that Rafa has bought his book from, and after that we went to the movies and we saw Jumanji, which was really good actually. The second Jumanji movie that's out at the moment is really good. Yeah, it was really funny. I think the ending with the, if you've seen it you know what I talk about. I think the ending kind of didn't make sense compared to like what happened in the first movie when someone came out of the game, so I didn't really like that, but you know, it was still a really funny movie. And fun fact, in Nepal they actually have an interval in the middle of the movie. They just literally like pause the movie. I thought it was like a power outage and I was like, oh no, and everyone was like getting up to leave. I was like, oh, like do we leave, like is that it, is the power out or whatever? But they just played like 10 minutes of ads and then they went back to the movie. It's only a 2-hour movie. It's so funny that they have an interval in it. So I'm gonna go get ready now, but I thought I'd show you what the day looks like. Beautiful and sunny. It's not actually that cold today, although it says it's 4 degrees, but I don't believe it. Here it is, Monkey Temple. So just a quick recap of today. We ended up going to the Monkey Temple, and we didn't have time to go to the Palace Museum, so we just went and had lunch in Tamil and then went straight to the crematorium, which was it's actually within the Pushpati temple. It's not the crematorium that's like next to the temple on the same road, just a heads up. So we paid $1,000 for the ticket, and then you have to pay $2,000 per person for a guide. So it is a little bit expensive, but it was a really interesting excursion, and I would recommend it to people if you have the time to do it. It probably took about an hour to do all up. So guys, that brings an end to my trip in Kathmandu. It's been really lovely sharing it with you guys, and I hope that this has been informative for you and helpful for you to understand maybe what to do or what not to do when you come to Kathmandu. So thanks to everyone who watched all the way to the end, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!